afternoon. Yes, what a wonderful day. My name is Sheena Wright. I'm the first deputy mayor of New York City, and actually the mayor's out of town, so I'm the acting mayor. And he would have been here, and but he sent me in his stead. I'm so excited to really continue the celebration of the 50th for the Department of Cultural Affairs. We all grew up on hip hop, 50 years. It's been the soundtrack to our lives. It has also just been forward in fashion, music, but also entrepreneurialism and certainly art. And that's what we're here to celebrate today. And the kind of confidence it gives us, the spirit that it instills in us, is what we continue to celebrate. We in our administration, we really took the 50th anniversary to heart. We had a lot of celebrations across the city and also made significant investments in our New York City Housing Authority and our young people and gun violence prevention initiatives and environmentalism and entrepreneurialism. So we understand how broadly it has impacted us. And we are very, very proud of our investment in public art. As I said, our Commissioner, Lori Cumbo, it's been a priority of her in this administration. And the project is not possible. None of these projects are possible without partnership. And our ability to partner with the Hard Rock Cafe, with amazing, talented artists and community-based organizations make it all possible. I want to acknowledge the Hard Rock Hotel, who worked with the Lisa Project NYC to cover the cost of that incredible Beastie Boy mural that you see. No cost to the city at all in terms of the New York City government, and really an investment from partners who appreciate and want to uplift us all. And we absolutely have to applaud the artist himself, Shepard Fairey. There he is. The founder of Obey Clothing and the most prominent street artist of his generation. Thank you so much for your gift and your contribution. To everyone, thank you, and it is my honor and pleasure to introduce our artist, Shepard, to share a few words.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming. I have to give, of course, a tremendous amount of credit to the Beastie Boys as a source of inspiration, and I'll get more into that. But I couldn't have painted this mural without an incredible reference image of the Beastie Boys, which was done by Glennie Friedman, who is right here in the mix. Glenn was doing a lot of work for Def Jam Records, but prior to that, he was one of the main documentarians of radical skateboarding and punk rock. And the Beastie Boys are sort of an infusion of all of that. They love punk rock, they love skateboarding, but then once they got into hip hop, they immersed themselves in a way that allowed them to develop their skills really authentically, and that's why they weren't seen as interlopers. They were embraced by people like Run DMC, as well as just the rest of the existing hip hop scene. And I think that in a lot of ways, what they did, bringing a lot of their influences into what they were creating musically, it really expanded the audience for hip hop, and they are a direct product of New York City. I have a quote from them, which is, "The Beastie Boys are a direct and mimetic product of New York City. The city taught us what to listen to, how to dress, and how to act. We're forever grateful." And I would say that they did a bit of teaching New York City after they were established how to dress and what to listen to as well. So it was paid forward, paid in full. That's an Eric B. and Rakim reference. But anyway, I digress. But, I got my start as a street artist here in New York City. My best friend was going to NYU, and I was driving here from Rhode Island almost every weekend. And what I loved about street art was it favored people with courage, even if they didn't have resources. And that's what I think hip hop allowed for people. It wasn't about musical virtuosity. It's a bottom up movement. And, whenever someone says, you're not doing it right, whether that's hip hop or that's graffiti or street art or any other form of music. I think some people are motivated to prove those people wrong, and hip hop being a dominant genre coming from the streets is proof of that concept, and I'm really proud to celebrate that with this mural and with a lot of the other things I do. So, thank you to the Hard Rock. Thank you to Lisa Project for facilitating this. It took a long time to bring it together. Thank you to my crew. Thanks to Glenn. And thanks to New York City. And the Beastie Boys, of course.
Paid in full. He's for dropping rhymes and whatnot. And next up, I want to introduce Rain Rada, the Executive Director and Curator for the Lisa Project NYC.
Come on, people. Yeah! So all I got. So I'm going to speak a little serious for a moment because public art's important to me. First, acting mayor, Wright, thank you. And Colombo, it's an honor to have you here as well as our other officials. So as a New Yorker for the past 22 years, I've seen the city come out of COVID with new challenges, new extraordinary challenges. And the importance of public art has never been clearer. Revitalizing the city while at the same time celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Now, public art becomes a part of that revitalization. Public art reflects our culture, our history, our aspirations, the power to heal, inspire, unite. Honoring hip-hop's 50th anniversary, born on the streets of New York, now a global phenomenon. It's a tribute to resilience and creativity. Hip-hop's art shows the ability to break boundaries and unify. Just as hip-hop pioneers turned adversity into art, we can transform our city through public art. This kind of public art. New York City is known for its diversity. It provides a perfect canvas for telling hip-hop's unique story across the city. Public art isn't a luxury, it's a necessity, fostering belonging, dialogue, and there's that word again, creativity. Let's embrace public art's power to rebuild, to reconnect, to reinvigorate. Let's continue to celebrate hip-hop's 50th anniversary, use it as a catalyst to raise our heads up, look up, and enjoy the gift, this masterpiece that Shepard Fairey has gifted us. By harnessing the transformative power of public art, we can create a brighter, more inclusive, and vibrant future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to next introduce David Salfas, Hard Rock Hotel, New York General Manager, whose financing made this all possible. Come on up, David.
So I want to give the spirit of the Beastie Boys here this afternoon. So kick it! You got to fight for your right to party! All right. So on behalf of the Hard Rock Hotel, New York, we're just delighted to be here this afternoon. And we're perfectly located on Music Row on 48th Street, which has never been more alive. So if you haven't been down there, please come check it out. You'll love it. But I've been living that mantra of you got to fight for your right to party since 1986 when I was in college. So thank you, Beastie Boys, for giving us so much to cherish. Entertainment is in our DNA in everything that we do at Hard Rock, whether it be the cafe, whether it be the hotels, whether it be the casinos. It's everything we're about. You can also check out the Beastie Boys on the 27th floor of our hotel when there's a whole display of them upstairs. So go take a look. And there's also several other iconic hip-hop artists that are up there as well. We consider it an honor to contribute and support the arts and the music scene in this great city, as our property is devoted to so many artists connected to the 5 boroughs of New York. We couldn't be more thrilled to partner with the Lisa Project, New York City, the New York City Mayor's Office, and this exciting public art project, which not only celebrates the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, but also underscores the transformative power of art and its ability to connect communities, celebrate cultural legacies, and inspire generations for years to come. We have the opportunity to commission this incredible, talented, world-renowned artist, Shepard Fairey, to recreate this iconic image of the Beastie Boys, captured by Glenn Friedman, a true pioneer of skate, which I never got to do, but maybe you could teach me, punk, and a hip-hop photography. Thank you. The mural is our visual tribute to the influence the Beastie Boys have had on the genre, and they made on the home of New York City. We're forever grateful for the opportunity to leave a lasting impression, which will be here for many years to come, for New Yorkers, and look forward to the powerful conversation this piece evokes in the future ahead. Thank you.
So much, David. And if I'm right, it's the Lisa Project. We're doing this in every borough, right? Yes. So this is Manhattan, but in every single borough, there's going to be an amazing mural and public art that's dedicated to celebrate this. But, you know, we're in Manhattan, and we are joined today by our council member, Keith Powers, who is also a hip-hop baby. I know he is. So he's going to come up and say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm a punk rock baby, if I'm being honest. I'm really happy to be here, and this is a great moment for me for three reasons. Number one is I live right here, literally right here. This is the train stop I take every single day. I took it down to City Hall, take it again down to City Hall. So having this right outside my house is pretty great and pretty perfect as somebody who did grow up on the Beastie Boys as well. Number two is talk about Glenn Friedman. You go into my apartment right now, there is a Glenn Friedman book of photos on my table right now. He's done the Beastie Boys. He also did Minor Threat, who's one of my all-time favorite bands. And third is music is the reason I got into politics. When I was a teenager growing up in this neighborhood, in the East Village, it was punk rock and it was hip-hop as the driving forces for many of us. It's the thing that opened up our eyes. It's to open up the city to us, but it opened up our eyes to what's going on in our world, in our city, in our country every single day. It created a new frontier for a lot of us of places where we may not visit, but we heard about, or things that we didn't know about. It opened my eyes to social justice issues and to politics, and it's the reason when I was in high school and college, I started to think about the city and the world that was around me. And so music is really the catalyst for so many of us to do what we are doing in our lives to try to improve the lives of people every single day. And when we do street renamings, which we did for the Beastie Boys a few weeks ago, and we put up art and we celebrate them, it's not just to say here at this moment, we're recognizing the work that you gave to us. We're hoping that somebody will look up it and wonder who they are. Maybe they'll open up their Spotify or whatever you guys use, and Apple Music, I don't know. But whatever people, maybe they'll open it up and they'll listen to the Beastie Boys and they'll get familiar with their music if they weren't before. It'll be a reminder of them or something that will open up their eyes for the first time as well. So it's not just a tribute, it's honoring them into the future as well by making sure that other people recognize, understand what they contributed. And it's right, the Beastie Boys are New York City all the way through and through, and to be part of this day, to celebrate them a couple weeks ago and now today is really honoring the memory of so many, is really honoring the moment for so many of us in New York City who listened to them, grew up on them, and really became full New Yorkers by listening to them. So thank you to the Hard Rock, thank you to Shepard, thank you to Glenn, thank you to everyone, and of course, Madam Mayor, to my former colleague Laura Cumbo, Lisa Project, and everyone, because I think New York is smiling very big on the Beastie Boys today. Thank you.
One last thing. We can't leave without hearing from our commissioner from the Department of Cultural Affairs. Oh, no? Oh, she said no. But she looks so good. How is she not prepared? But I'll end with saying that, as I said, public art and how art and culture impacts us, drives us forward, is something that she champions for us, and we really are appreciative of her leadership. So I think, are we done? All right. We want to do a big picture.
Yeah, let's do a photo op with just our speakers up here.
Yeah, can we turn this so it's facing the mural here? Yeah, so it's facing you. You want this in here, right? Otherwise, get rid of it altogether. All right, everyone get together here. That's the background. Actually, we might have to lose this. Yeah. Can we move this? Can we move this actually? Yeah. Actually, farther back would be better because we're also tight. A little farther back if we can. Yeah. All right, guys, gotta get over. Squeeze.
Everyone look this way, please. This way. Thank you.
All right, for Lisa Project over here.
Get over here, please.
Lisa Project over here. Shepherd, can I get one there? There we go, guys.